Embracing Tawakkul can bring a huge amount of peace and calm into your life. In this video, I will talk to you about what Tawakkul looks like. I will also provide you with some practical tips on how to apply it starting today. Tawakkul, which is often translated as reliance on Allah or trust in Allah, is more than just a phrase. It's a mindset. It's a way of living that can bring about incredible changes in your daily life. In today's fast-paced world where we're constantly seeking results, anxiety and stress are becoming the norm. We're also forever being told to plan for the future, and this can prevent us from living in the present, in the now. So Tawakkul offers a refreshing perspective that can help you find balance in your life and make you more content. Research has shown that having Tawakkul reduces excessive worry and anxiety, which will mean better mental health. So this is bonus. On top of the spiritual growth that happens with Tawakkul, your mental health is also going to improve, inshallah. So what is Tawakkul? Tawakkul is surrendering to Allah's plan, acknowledging that there's a higher power who guides you towards what's best for you. It's not about being passive or waiting for miracles to happen, but it's about taking deliberate actions while trusting that the outcome will be for your good. Then there are situations where you will feel like you have no control whatsoever, where you can't even influence the result. By embracing Tawakkul in these situations, you trust your affairs to the one who does have control. In this way, you break free from worry and fear and instead live a life that's filled with reassurance and peace. I know it's easier said than done. At the best of times, trusting your affairs to others can be very difficult. However, placing your trust in Allah is very different from relying on human beings, because Allah is the Al-Wakil, the ultimate trustee, whose care is flawless, whose wisdom is unmatched. Unlike people who are limited in power and knowledge, Allah is both Al-Qadir, all-powerful, and Al-Hakim, all-wise. A true trustee must possess the ability to ensure the best possible outcome. Without such power, trust is not possible. In the Quran, Allah affirms His limitless power. He says His command when He intends a thing is only that He says to it, be, and it is. Kun fayakun. In other words, Allah has the power to bring about whatever He wills, effortlessly and without restriction. The practice of Tawakkul is not easily navigated. I get that, especially in a world governed by cause and effect. That is, we're constantly being told if you don't do A, you won't get B. Now, Tawakkul does not mean passively waiting for results without effort, nor does it free you from taking responsibility for your decisions. It involves making thoughtful decisions, taking the necessary action where possible, and then leaving the results to Allah, placing your trust in Allah for the outcome. Once you make a decision, put your trust in Allah. That's what the Quran tells us. On this point, there's an important hadith about how to practice Tawakkul, and we can apply this in our own lives. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was asked once whether a person should tie their camel and trust in Allah or leave it untied and trust in Allah. The Prophet replied, tie her and trust in Allah. This shows that while trust in Allah is essential, you must also make effort and do your bit when you want a certain outcome before entrusting it to Him. That is, you must always tie your camel as best as you can. By taking action, you are making your intention clear. You are making a judgment on the situation, but you're also acknowledging that you do not have the power to determine the results. For example, in the case of tying a camel, you tie the camel with the intent of not losing it, and in theory, this should prevent you from losing the camel, right? However, you cannot control whether this will mean the safekeeping of the camel. Someone could cut the rope, for example, or the knot may not be tied securely enough, or the camel might remain tied but later dies from illness. In the last scenario, although the camel remains tied, it is still lost because it's dead. This shows that while your efforts are necessary, final outcome is beyond your control and rests with Allah. You need to realize this, accept this, as it will help you to let go of trying to control a situation which is beyond your control. But also, remember that Allah will provide you with the result that is best for you, and you have to trust in that. In today's world, the camel could represent a car, a house, or any other possession that you may have. You take all the necessary precautions to keep these possessions safe, like locking your car after parking it or securing your home before leaving it, yet you do not have the power to guarantee their safety. This is where you entrust your belongings to Allah because He alone has the power to protect them. Tawakkul is not limited to possessions but also applies to decisions. Just as tying the camel represents taking responsible action, it also symbolizes making the best decision possible in your life, but then entrusting the outcome to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether it's choices about marriage, travel, working, or other decisions, do them with specific intentions. Take steps towards fulfilling those choices as best as you can, but then know that the outcome is not within your control. It is in the hands of Allah, the causer of causes. I get it. When you're going through difficult times, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and get caught up in your emotions. But Tawakkul teaches us to take a step back, trust in Allah's plans, and wait for the right moment to take action. This trust is not about being fatalistic, but it's about recognizing that Allah's wisdom is beyond human comprehension. As you strive to apply Tawakkul in your daily lives, you'll inevitably face challenges and setbacks, and there'll be times when you don't get it right. You must realize that these challenges are not a sign of weakness, but they are an opportunity to grow and trust in Allah's plan. You will get better at it. It's like a muscle that you need to keep practicing on. In the end, Tawakkul is about trusting in Allah's plan, even when you can't see the bigger picture. It's about recognizing His wisdom is beyond human comprehension and that He has a plan that's tailored to your unique needs and circumstances. And if you're going through hardships at the moment, I would highly recommend this video where I give 3 advice on how to better cope with challenging times. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.